Hey guys, how are you? I want to welcome you to my first Listen Chat. Finally happening. I've been trying to do this for a week, and for one reason or another, it's not gotten done. And it's time that I just bite the bullet and do it. So, it's my first one. I knew it was this, so please forgive me if I suck. Hopefully, I don't. But before I get started, I wanted to tell you that I truly, truly thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and every one of you. You have shown me such love and appreciation. And thank you doesn't seem like it's enough, but I hold each and every one of you near and dear to my heart. I really do. So I just want to let you know that I will never forget what you've done for me. Never. So thank you. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how everything I use. First thing I do is when I know I want to make changes, I'll get an index card and I will make a chart. I will put the DNC and over here is what I want to replace it with. And then I'll label, like, for instance, this has a sector. So I wanted to make changes to the sector in the painting, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Then over here, I want to make changes to the eyes and the wings of the butterflies. So that's how I do that. Okay. Painting I'm doing is a Randall Spangler painting, and it's a fairy friend. So that, let's see. I'm gonna be using my Little Summer pen, and this is from Dragon Season by Emma Casey. And Enabler's Outpost is the one that I don't know if it's in stock, but they're the ones that have the painting. And it's like the 50 something by 200 centimeter painting. It's a big painting. And it's divided up into seasons. And so not Enabler's Outpost, Little Blurt made a 10 for each season. And this is the summer 10. And this is from my dear friend Denise. She knew I loved this pen and I received it as a surprise. So thank you, Denise. Thank you so much. I used the DAC nettle tip, and in this I have rose mud putties. I like her putties. It didn't burn. I also like putty cracker, but for this particular painting, I'm using rose mud. And then I also use the angel nettle tip, and inside there I had the old snap dot glue dot. So, and I love these. Actually, these are special made. Jenny made them smaller for me, and they're a lot easier for me to load. And of course, I have to use the washi tape because it doesn't, they're too little. I mean, the holes are too big, so they fall out. And then these polymer clay tins, and stuff. I found a shop, and I have all kinds of these. And it's just, I wanted my name on the tin. And this is from, oh God, what's the name? Paganist Designs on Etsy. I will link all of this below. And then in this plastic tip, I used blue black from Indati Art Designs, Laura. She makes blue black. And I used it. Over here is just the DAC pink black in the multiplier. And I used the plastic tip to do AB. So then I had my freezers. Just actually, I think these were when the old Mary Diamonds were around, old freezers. And then this tray is from a very good friend. Her daughter makes these. And a very good trays. And I have about 3 or 4 of these. And so these are very special to me because she's only 18 and she makes resin earrings and trays and trash trays. Okay, I'm also using, let me get it. This is my trash tray. This is from Bella and Nichols. That's my trash tray. That should have been there. I'm using the Heart of Throat containers. And the Heart of Throat has 24 containers. And this had 28. So I had this is a Bella Art everything. No, it's not the everything. It's it holds your wax, your putty, and it's just for anything. I use it to hold my drills. And these pictures are not so young. And these are all of my special drills that I'm using to make changes to this painting. And also took my ADs and the figure dust that comes in the painting. I separate those into little bottles. I don't know why. I just do. I do things, and I don't know why I do them. Drive myself crazy because it's easier to have them all in one thing, but not me. I do things the hard way. And I will link all of this out, all of this down. And I'm also using Craftly, Craftly, her release takers. I love her release takers. And these are reading dragons, and they're so cute. I love these. I have a ton of these release takers. Practice that she has my address memorized. I don't doubt that. Not at all. Okay. Oh, my tray is a cat food tray. I don't know where the lid went. Here it is. No, that's not the lid. Yeah, it is. Okay. they had these rubber lids on them, and I loved them because I have a cat and he likes to get in the drills. So, and then what I also do is I'll cut one of the legends off and just kind of lay it beside me, just as a reference. Okay, so I'm on a new section, and what I do is I'll fill it up. So I'll lay it over here, and then I'll just take the simple piece and I'll take that and I'll divide that section in half, like that. And then I'm ready to go. Let's see. Oh, the name of my lilac is gingerbread. Don't know the name of the putty and the glue dot tint that I'm using because I can't find that right now. So, okay. Now, get my pen. And I'm using the light pad also. I had to have the light pad. I can't see otherwise. Okay. After I do a little get to know me, Jenny from Kutuka Art tagged me to answer some questions. So the two sets of tag questions, and they were 35. So I'm going to do 10 today, and the other 25 I will do next week. Okay. First 10 were more about personal, and I thought they kind of fit in with this listen chat. And they can note talking to me. All right. Okay. As everyone knows, it is a color here. There it is. Okay. As everyone knows, also, if you just sit down in the drills here, just kind of tap them down to the side. That way, when you open them, they don't fall. Okay. I was born with what's called a neuromuscular disease. And what that is I kind of explained it when I was on Trade Live. But what that is basically, in a nutshell, I have very, very weak muscles. My muscles do not have the elasticity and the strength that everyone else does. So a cell phone is about the extent of the weight that I can pick up. And my mom noticed at an early age that I was not moving as much as a 6 month old moves. I could not roll over on my own. I could not hold my head up without. I mean, once it's up, I can hold it up, but if it fell back, then I had to have help raising my head up. And, I couldn't raise my arms up high, and she just knew something was not right. So she took me to the doctor, and remember, this is back in '77. So technology is not what it is today. The scientific advances are much better today than they were back in '77. And they took a piece of muscle out of my leg, they determined that I had, like I said, neuromuscular disease. And basically, the nerves in my body did not form as they should. I still had feeling. I had feeling everywhere. But the nerves in my body cannot communicate with my muscles. That's what it comes down to. So they did. They had. I had no idea what I had. It was never determined because everything they thought I had, I didn't have. So they just say that I have a form of muscular dystrophy, and there are many, many types of muscular dystrophy. So, and basically, again, what that is weak muscles. I was not a healthy child. I I was in the hospital the first 5 years of my life. I was in and out of the hospital, and I would stay months at a time. I I caught pneumonia because I had very weak lungs. So when I was 5, and I don't know, I know everybody had different religious beliefs, and that's fine to each their own, but I'm a Christian, and I believe in God, and I know that He can heal all all diseases, all illnesses. And so they were having a healing line one night, and my mom took me up there, and I I'd been sick, just gotten out of the hospital again with pneumonia, and she took me up there, and I never had pneumonia again. I was killed. I never had it. I won't take a pneumonia shot because I feel like that's testing God. I don't do that. So I'm pretty healthy. I never really, except the occasional cold and flu and COVID. I'm not, I don't get sick. I'm pretty healthy. So I had a normal childhood. I went to school. I had normal classes. They wanted to start me out in special classes, and my mom said, no, no, she doesn't need that. And they said, we'll have to test her. And she said, go ahead, test her. Before I finish that, like right now, I need X 975. I'm going to substitute that for old gold. So anyway, um, so they tested me. I had a high IQ, about 145. I think it's what they tested me at. So I neither had special classes. And I was always very, very active. I had all kinds of friends. I went to the normal basketball games, football games. Um, I went to prom. Did all of that. Normal childhood. I almost had two major surgeries. At 13, I had to have surgery for scoliosis. They don't like to do surgery that early, especially in girls, because when you do that, it rods in your back and it stops your growth. So they had me wear a back brace. for 2 years. But unfortunately, that was not helping, and my spine was curving to the left, and it was curving so much it looked like an S, and it was crushing my heart and my lungs. So I couldn't breathe. So I had the surgery, and I did wonderfully. And then at 16, I had another major surgery. I had a severe oversight. So I had surgery for that, and that did not go as smoothly as the first surgery. But I I did okay. It took me a while to recover from that. But other than that, that's really the only health issues I've ever had. Um, I'm a very, very, very overachiever. I just am. I don't do things halfway. I never have. When I do something, you got something, I do it right. So I graduated high school with honors. I had a 3.8 GPA by the time I graduated high school. And I took all the classes, all the AP, or we didn't have AP at the time. We had what's called honor classes. I took all of those. And then I went to school, I went to college, and I went to a community college, but it was hard. And it was associated with the University of Kentucky. And I went to school to be a pharmacist. And I graduated with 2 degrees. I had an associate in science, and I also had my certification in pharmacy technician to work in the hospital pharmacy, which is harder than a pharmacy train. So I took classes for that. It took me about 3 months to do that part, and I got accepted into the pharmacy school at the University of Kentucky. And then life happens, and I couldn't go. Well, I could have, but like I said, my mom would have had to live with me, and her mom was dying. And I would not ask her to leave. I would not take her away from her mom. And then my niece was being born. And my nieces, I had two. Hannah is 25, Chloe is 18, and they are my whole world. And I didn't want to miss Hannah's first 6 years of life because that's how long it would have taken me to go to college, to pharmacy school. So I deferred. But I still had my degree in pharmacy tech to work in the hospital. And I filled out an application, well, two of them, and nobody ever hired me. So, you know, that was that. Can't I can't make people change their minds. I can't make them understand who I am, that I was very capable of doing the job. I would have never went to school to do a pharmacy test. I didn't think I had what it takes. So I took my license without 10 years. Then after 10 years, I kind of stopped. I couldn't see taking the money and to renew the license and taking the money to attend the classes to continue my education. So, no matter, if you see a cat, that's my cat. Stop. Sit down. So I kind of let my license just expire. So I do regret not doing the pharmacy school, but I accept the outcome. You know, I've got to do this now, girls. I've got to stop it. I've got to do this now, grandma. So it is what it is. Dixie, I know you hate that saying, and I am sorry, but that part I could not change. So then I didn't have any pain at all until I hit 30. And I went to bed one night just fine, and I woke up and I felt like a train had hit me. And I told my mom, I said, my disability caught up with me. And the arthritis had formed all along my body, all around the rods, all around my nerves. So it caused me to have arthritis, neuropathy, and I have a lot of muscle pain. But I don't let that stop me from doing what I want to do. I do have bad days, as many of you know, but when I'm having a bad day, somebody asked me on Trade Live, what do I do when I'm having a bad day and diamond painting doesn't help me? I pray and I call upon my friends, and that's what I do. And so I may bother a lot of you, Lee, Kay, Denise, Dixie, just to name a few. But, you know, sometimes I need you. And if anyone ever needs me, I'm going to be there for you too. So then I was at my other grandma had passed away. And we were all talking about what they do for pastimes. And I had mentioned that, you know, I wish I had something else that I could do because I read and I watch TV, that after a while I get bored with that. And my little cousin said, why don't you try diamond painting? I said, sure, I'll do that. What is it? And she told me, and I said, okay, let her buy one. And she said, nope, I'm going to buy you first two. And she did. She bought me a Tito Tan one, and she bought me the Rose from Beauty and the Beast because that's my favorite cartoon, Disney cartoon, favorite princess. And they were 40 by 50, so they weren't little, and they turned out beautifully, and they were from Shein. And then I was hooked, and I wanted to know more about diamond painting. So I did a YouTube search because I was so lonely and sad. I didn't have a lot of friends. And I thought, I gotta do something to keep my mind off this. So I did a search and I found a few people, Captain Mache, who was in the Dollar Tree. Did not understand why, but she was. Then I watched other videos and I understood why. Then I found Diamonds and Washi, Emeralds and Fairy Lights, You Caught Me Crafting, Janet Michelle. She and I are very, very, very good friends, and she taught me everything I know about diamond painting. And so, then I found DAC. And that was, yes, I was it. I, I found DAC, Junior Designed, Craftably, and I got my first DAC painting from a friend who wanted to introduce me to what a premium kit is like. And so from that point on, I just knew that I found what I was meant to do because I was a diamond paint and I get so lost in the painting that I forget I'm in paint. So that's why I diamond paint. And I've been toying with the idea of starting my own channel for about a year. And I kept saying, no, I can't do it. I don't have what it takes. Not that I didn't have what it takes, but I didn't think my body would hold out. I thought it took a lot of work, and it does, but I thought it took more than it does to maintain a channel. I thought I would have to make 4 and 5 videos a week, and I knew that I'm not capable of doing that. Well, I figured out, no, you do what you have to do. You do you. And I thought, that I could help a lot of people that had challenges because I know what it's like to sit there and be lonely and depressed and you want to go out and do things that you don't have any friends. I know what that's like. And I thought, I bet I could just help people. And this is the only way that I can think to do it. So I finally just took the plunge and I started my channel. Although I was kind of thrown under the bus by Lee, you know, because I told him I was thinking about it, and then he said, she needs to, so. And I'm glad he did because I love it. I really do love it. And I had met so many people, and I didn't message it 15, 25, 30 times sometimes. The people saying, you're so brave. It's because of you. I think I can do this or I can do that. And that's what I wanted. You know, that that's That's all I wanted, to help people. Because I don't care if I'm at my worst days. If someone needs me, I'm gonna be there. That's just who I am, the person. So that's how I got to where I am right now. The only thing that was stopping me is I needed a tripod. And Tim from Little Little Blur said, I donate, I donate a tripod to you. And he bought me my first tripod. And Tim and Terry have really looked out for me. They made me a co-host on their channel. So I was kind of used to the camera as a co-host. But as being my own host to my own channel, that scared me. It really did. I didn't know if I had wanted to talk, especially a live. I was so scared to do a live because I thought I'm in control of the whole conversation. I don't know if I can do that. And Lee said that you do that anyway. You do that. And I thought, well, yeah, I guess I do. This is sunshine, by the way. And did you the spark word? So Tim and Terry didn't need the co-host position. It taught me a lot about what it's like to be a host and what it's like to host your own live. So I took the plunge and I hosted my own live. And it was so fun that I was so nervous, so scared that I did it. That I asked Lee, I said, will you at least be on there the first day? Just get me started. And I really didn't need him. I did just fine. And I had so much fun. And because of that, now I get to help others. And I get to let others tell their story on my channel. So I'm gonna have guests. And my first guest is Adam from Firstly Diamond. He's gonna be on my live Wednesday at 4. If you can, I encourage you to tune in. Adam is a wonderful person. And I think that his story is amazing. So I encourage you to tune in and listen to what he has to say. Because his story is exactly why I wanted to start my channel. So I just want to say a special thanks to all of you guys that encouraged me to start a channel and to be myself. And Lee and Che and Tim Carey, I mean, Lee and Lenora had me on their channel just because I had a hard time typing. So I'm on his channel. And so I'm in front of the camera a lot. So it just made sense, you know, it's time to do your own thing. And that's how I got to where I am. And I've made so many friends, and it changed my life for the better. And I would not change anything. I would go through everything I've ever went through again just to get to this point, to get to this point, to be with the people that I know that always had my back. And I love you guys. So thank you for everything. I love you more than you'll ever know. Now, Jenny from Put the Fire Art tagged me, as I said, and I'm going to answer the 13 right now, and then the next 25 I'll answer next week. Or at least some of them. I don't know, I might write them down. We'll see. Okay. So the first question is, what is the one thing you appreciate about your appearance? My eyes. I, I like my eyes. I like my eye color. People tell me I have pretty eyelashes that are long. So I guess my eyes, my eyelashes. I have long fingers. I do like, I like that. So my eyes and my eyelashes, and I guess my long fingers. That's my answer to that. What is the one thing you are most grateful for in your relationship and friendship? Acceptance. I'm accepted. I'm appreciated. I'm not expected to be one way or the other. I'm just expected to be me. And, and my closest friends and my family, they don't assume anything about me. And that's what I don't like, is when people look at me and assume something, because most of the time they're wrong. So acceptance. You accept me for who I am. And that's all I want. Because I'm me. And I will not change for anybody. The next question. What is the most valuable lesson you've learned from failure? Failure is a part of life. And it makes us stronger. And I accept failure. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all to fail. But I have failed. And I knew that maybe I could fail as a YouTube creator. But I knew if I didn't try, I'd never know. And when I had failed, I didn't stop. I tried again and again and again until I got it right. But that's the only way you're ever going to learn. You know? How else are you going to learn how to do something? We're not perfect. We're not going to get some things on the first try. Some things we are, and some things we're not. And if you really want to do something and you fail at it, try again. And if you feel like that, try again and again and again. Because eventually you're gonna get it right. And when you do, it's the best feeling in the world. So don't ever let failure stop you. Don't ever do that. Failure is a part of life. It's a part of who we are. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. So that's about my valuable lesson I've learned. It's that failure makes you stronger. You can learn any language instantly. What would you choose? Spanish and French. I've always wanted to learn Spanish and French. I took French in high school for 2 years. Yeah, that's all I took. French is hard. Let me just tell you. I admire Melanie. I could listen to her talk all day in French. But you're never going to hear me talk in French or Spanish or any other language because it is hard. So that's the two I would choose. Which is your favorite way to start the day? What is your favorite way to start the day? I check my messages, my text, my emails, and my comments. Because like I said, since I started my channel, I've received so many messages from people. And so I start the day and I'll take a few. I can't reply to all of them at once. I wish I could. I just can't. So I'll pick maybe 10 and I will reply to each of them. And then I'll take a break and I'll take 10 more and I'll reply to those. So that's how I like to start my days. I like to start my day with you guys. Because you guys make me feel loved and you make me happy. And I want to spend as much time with you as possible. And it just makes my day better. Because it makes me happy. And if you start your day off happy, you're going to have a good day. What's your favorite way to spend a rainy day? Diamond painting while listening to audiobooks. Or I read. Sometimes I read on a Kindle, but 99% of the time I am listening to an audiobook while I diamond paint. Or I do catch up on YouTube videos while I diamond paint. So one or the other. The diamond painting is always in there. What's your favorite movie quote? Favorite movie quote. I had thought about this and thought about this, and I don't have one. I'm not a big movie buff. I'm not. I want to see very few movies. And I rarely ever will you ever see me go see two movies back to back. I'm just not a big movie person. Now I like certain movies like Star Wars. Harry Potter, X-Men, um, and certain standalone movies. But I don't really watch movies a lot, so I don't have a favorite quote. I can't come up with one. If I had to choose the one that fits me the most, it's on Gone with the Wind. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. That's that's, that's me. I'm stubborn. So if I had to pick one, that'd be the one that I pick. Um, see, the next question is: if you won the lottery, how would you spend the money? Well, I would pay off debt. I would give money to family and friends. First, I give money to my girls, first and foremost. And then, with the leftover money, I would like to start a foundation for people who need special equipment and can't get it for one reason or another. Most people in my situation um, cannot go out and buy whatever they need. So we rely on insurance to pay for our equipment. Sometimes they don't. And you have to go through all this red tape. And I wish that I could start a foundation so that we never have to do that. If you need some equipment, then I'd have a I'd have a way for you to get what you need. And you wouldn't have to worry about it because we need things. And it's frustrating when we can't get what we need to, to live our life. So that's what I do. I start a foundation for sure. The next question is, what is the best excuse for getting out of, or aka quitting something you don't want to do? You guys know me. I'm stubborn. My answer is I don't want to. Period. I don't make excuses. If I don't want to do something, I don't do it. I don't say I'm sick or I never say I'm in pain when I'm not. That's not that's not funny to me. Um, so I say I don't want to, but sometimes if it's something I really need to do that I don't want to do, I might say, I'm not feeling well because 90% of the time I'm not. I never say I'm in pain though if I'm not. That's just something I never do. But most of the time, if I don't want to do something, I just say, I don't want to, and I don't. Because, well, that's just me. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. You don't need an excuse. You're an adult. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And the last question is, what is your favorite way to recharge and find your inner peace? Diamond painting and being with my nieces. That's my favorite way to just collect my thoughts, you know, de-stress. I can diamond paint and I can do with my nieces or I'll call them. And when I hear their voice, all of my worries just fade away. So that's what I do to find inner peace. So that's the 10 questions. And again, I'll answer the other 25 next week. But I'm supposed to tag 2 people, and it is really hard to find people that's not been tagged. And I think I did it. I think I found 2 that's not been tagged. But if you had, then I understand. Just tag somebody else. So I'm gonna tag Carrie from Little Little and Nia, the Nia's Life KFS. I'm very interested to hear their answers to these questions that I want to then receive from Tiptokai. And Tiptokai, Jenny, aka Jenny, had surgery, so she is recovering. So I just want to let her know that I'm thinking of her and I love her. And if you have time, or if you can, send her a note, even if it's just a heart, just to let her know that you're thinking of her. Because she is a beautiful, beautiful person that I have gotten to know. And so she's having a hard time right now. She's recovering, but you know, surgery is not easy to recover from. So let's just send her heart and tell her we're thinking of her and we love her. So that's gonna be all for today. If you like what you see, would you please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell, and it will notify every time that I make a video. And I'm just gonna say, as always, remember that you can do anything you set your mind to. Anything. But you gotta do one thing to succeed in life. You gotta love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love others. If you don't have love in your heart, you're never going to succeed. You're going to be in this deep, dark dungeon. And it's hard to get out of that hole once you're in it. So please, please believe in yourself. Because I believe in you. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm living truth. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a nice weekend. Whatever you do, have fun and be safe. And I will see you in the next live or the next video or the next listen chat. And I want to thank you for being here. This is not as hard as I thought it would be. I was very nervous, but I don't know why, because I love being with you guys. And you make me feel at ease. So again, thank you. I love you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.